What's up, everyone? Helen and Lauren here.
Hey, hey.
We are, so here's the deal. One of our best friends in the whole world, she has cancer, and she is one of the most amazing people I've ever met on this planet. And I'm not biased, or maybe I am, but it's true. And we have raised $10,000, going on like $11,000, and we're trying to get to $15,000, and we need like 5K in like the next 2 weeks. And if we get that done, Helen and I and Joel, we're all gonna shave our heads. And we're gonna shave it on the Naked Doctor show, so you guys will get to tune in and watch it happen. So the link to raise money for Stacy is in the comments. It's
youcaring.com/help Stacy smash cancer.
Hi, welcome back this week. The Naked Doctor, I'm Dr. Tammy.
I'm Lauren. And what's your name?
I'm Helen Smith.
This is Allie's doppelganger today. Oh no, so Helen is, I'll let you go ahead and tell us what the show is about this week.
Oh yeah, we're doing Comfort Zone and talking about getting out of your comfort zone. And Allie had a dentist appointment, so she's going to be back in just a little bit. But we have a really kind of different show for you today.
Yeah, Helen's here because basically she's been a lifelong friend, and we have a friend who was diagnosed with cancer back in 2014, right?
That's right.
And we have been, actually Helen is kind of taking the reins and really helped raise money for our friend named Stacy. And I'll kind of let you tell them about what happened with her, what her story is.
Yeah, so like Lauren said, in 2014, our friend Stacy was diagnosed with Ewing sarcoma. She was actually overseas in Thailand teaching English to children with her then boyfriend, now husband. Felt pain in her back and went to the doctor and found out it was indeed a tumor. And so they came back to the States and started receiving treatment in Nashville at Vanderbilt. And luckily, over a year of grueling treatment, she beat it. And she was 4 years good, like good scans and everything. And she and her husband moved to Lexington, Kentucky, where he became a middle school teacher and she became a private nutritionist. And they were just having a really successful life. And then a little before her 30th birthday, she started feeling pain in her arm, and went to the doctor and found out that there was a brain tumor there. And they did emergency surgery. It was successful, but she is still undergoing radiation and chemo treatments and still fighting right now.
And Stacy's one of those people that, you just meet Stacy and like, you can't help but just like smile. Like I can't tell you how many, like I'm pretty sure that I have abs because of Stacy, because we used to laugh all the time about nothing. It was just so silly. Yeah. Wouldn't hurt a fly, sweetest girl in the whole, one of the sweetest people you ever meet.
Now, has she lost her hair through this too?
She has. So what this show is about is we pledged to if we raise $15,000 to shave our heads on the show today. We were close. We're like 12K plus a little bit. Yep. So I'm gonna give Helen a little side shave here.
Oh boy.
We'll do that just a little bit though. But so we're trying to still put this out there, help Stacy, help raise money for Stacy. You can imagine going through cancer and having to recover, and she's fighting. Her mind is good. She's not letting any of the statistics of this type of cancer, or even just cancer coming back seep into her or anything. She's a fighter, and we kind of just want to do what we can to help her fight. So
absolutely.
So today's show is about comfort zone.
Yeah, because they're totally getting out of their comfort zone to shave their heads, and it's crazy because we so much associate our outward beauty, our hair with our beauty. And comfort zone is all about, sometimes for me and my vanity, just getting up in the morning and I wake up feeling like, oh my gosh, bedhead, and just crazy.
Oh my gosh, my face isn't on.
Yeah, my face isn't on. How do I present myself to the world? So you guys are going to have a whole new outlook on how you present yourself.
No more hair to hide behind.
Yeah. Yeah, sometimes it's like, yeah.
Yeah.
But then I think, oh my gosh, some days I think, I'd love to shave my head because it'd be so much easier too. So like it's
every time that I've been snagging, myself on my hairbrush this whole week, I'm like, well, that problem won't be a problem for much longer.
I'm gonna miss you, brush pain. I'm gonna miss you.
Right. Really short regimen getting ready in the morning from now on.
So like we said, we didn't raise the 15K, but we're still committed to Stacy, and we'll do anything to help her, reach.
So there's still time to donate, and you'll put all the links to donate, and that's right.
So if this story touches you and you'd like to get involved or help at all, I'll put links in the on the screen. You'll probably see them right now, actually, and also on our Facebook. Whenever I post a show, I will have some links in there as well to help donate to Stacy. And if you have any questions, you can always message us or call us up here if you want to get involved. So, and with that said, I think Helen's ready for a little.
Yeah,
get bald.
I don't know if ready's the right word, but
you're ready, Freddie. Come
it's
over
happening.
Here.
I know
I'm
that.
I'm not even doing this, but I kind of feel like I need to be like maybe
Dr. Tammy.
Yeah, we're glad we have a doctor.
Like,
we have a doctor on call.
Now you head down.
I should snag your head or something.
Oh Lord, do I need to take my glasses off?
Sure.
All right. Oh God, in the middle too.
Yep.
Oh God. Oh my God, it's happening. Ah!
Okay, got it. Hold on. Hold on. What do you call that? So Helen, Helen's feel like her softer hair.
Oh, it
amazing.
is. Are you going to donate? Is this long enough to donate?
I don't think so.
So Helen made her.
Can I make a craft out of this?
It's all yours now.
I told her I was going to make a hair doll. Helen's Snapchat is. She made it. She did the hair on there like the old man. Like I got hair on the sides, but not in the front.
Yeah, like a Mr. Burns.
Hey, that looks good right there. Maybe you should just stop.
Yeah, are we gonna?
Well, I gotta get it all the way back. We got a reverse mohawk. Come on now.
Oh no.
This is looking glorious. You should have done this a long time ago.
I know, right?
Now, you guys, true confessions, you actually used to do this as kids, right?
Yes.
We didn't shave our heads. So Lauren and I, when we were really little, we would compete to see who had the shortest bowl cut. Mm-hmm. So there's, we could do that again now when we're growing up.
Back when we were little boys, we were like, no, my hair's shorter. No, mine is. Because one of us lived in Fayetteville, one lived in Fort Smith, and so every time we'd see each other, we're like, no. My hair's shorter.
My hair's shorter. Well, technically,
and I'm more of a boy than you are.
Right now, I feel like I'm in the running for the shortest.
Well, I still got my side shade. You're gonna look like.
All right.
You look
Are we good? Are we good?
Oh, it's all coming off. So hold on, we gotta show the camera in just a second.
Your hair's really soft.
It is amazing.
Maybe I can stick this on.
Lord.
Can I get
Are you joking from your hair? Hold on, we're getting there. Hold on, let me see it. Let me see it. Hold on. One more. Just one more.
We actually have a professional hairdresser here.
Yeah, we do have a professional.
I shave my dogs all the time, okay? I'm a professional.
Looks like I've been attacked.
All right.
I was attacked by Lauren. Oh my gosh. Here we go.
Okay, we'll be back. We'll let the professionals handle it.
Yeah, we'll be right back with the doctor.
Hello. This is for my girl Stacy, who is an amazing soul. I love her. She is she's going through cancer, and so I'm trying to help raise some money for her. And so this one's for you, Stacy. Love you. Y'all ready?
Yes.
All right. Thin hair. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. This is for real. Oh. thank y'all for watching. G.I. Jane will be back at a later time. Anybody, thank you for support with Stacy. Like I said, it's youcaring.com/help Stacy smash cancer. Yeah, if you guys have any ideas, colors or something like that for my hair, you want to throw out there, I'm down. So, talk to y'all soon.
Welcome back to the Naked Doctor Show. I'm Dr. Tammy.
I'm Allie.
I'm G.I. Low.
Yes, you are.
Allie's
and
back,
I love it.
Allie's back with us. You missed
I
that first
am.
segment. Yeah.
I had my teeth cleaned. I gotta
They're
get
so
those
beautiful.
pearly whites
I
done.
always love it when you do that.
So
Great.
yeah.
Like the
I won't
commercial
name that
for
commercial.
Pearl White.
it was Pearl
again.
Drops,
They
wasn't
didn't make
it?
Pearl Drops anymore.
I don't know.
What is that, guys?
It was like a
you're too
whitener.
young.
It was like a
she's
teeth
before my
whitener.
time.
She's
What is
doing
it?
that before my time.
Yeah.
I remember Orbits. Clean
Yeah.
it up with Orbits.
Oh yeah.
Clean it up with
That was
Orbits.
just like last year, wasn't it?
Something like that.
You
Yeah.
should remember that because you're like 12.
No.
And a half,
You look younger
okay?
now.
Do I?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Very much.
So Lauren shaved her head for
Oh.
her friend with cancer.
Mhm. Yes, Stacy.
They're raising money.
Yeah, so a lot has happened since the first segment.
Yeah. That's really bold.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's actually.
But it looks great.
Thank you. We talked about.
Can I rub your head?
Absolutely. Get you some.
Ah,
Yeah. It's just a little kid with the burr kind of
I
thing,
just couldn't do
The
that.
peach fuzz?
I just couldn't. Our show's
The
called
comfort zone?
today. I mean, like, I've done a lot of things to get outside my comfort zone. But wow.
Yeah.
Hair's a big one. I mean,
Yeah.
I think that especially for men too, but for women, you were talking about how you feel like it's almost like your curtain. It's
Yeah.
your,
It's
the
a safe zone.
Samson strength. It's the feminine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's part of, your. I feel like it's the external mask of whatever
Part of your
internal,
identity, maybe.
Internal thing that you're protecting inside of you. It's like, okay, cool. I feel good with this hair or whatever, and it's like I feel pretty and whatnot. It's not. I mean, it's not an easy thing to do. Walk around without hair, and I keep forgetting that I shave my head, and you guys keep looking at me all crazy, like. And I'm like, oh yeah, my head's shaved. I forgot. So I'll have to get used to that. But sometimes it's like when people don't have. Not everybody has the choice, and like some things happen to them, and then they have to go through chemo, and they lose their hair or whatever the case. Even just traumatic things happen to people, and they have to live and they have to be comfortable in inside. You know what I mean? And so, being able to help Stacy, support Stacy on that level, and
I love that.
try to get some feeling in that. It's. I'll get.
It's all about the human element of supporting the people that we love, and regardless of what your thoughts are on cancer treatments, because we try to do things as natural as we can.
Absolutely.
Here at, the Healing Arts Center, but we just support everybody in their walk, and sometimes we have patients here that have cancer and they choose to go, the more traditional route.
Yeah.
They need our support. They need our
Right.
love, and everybody heals differently. So it's all
Right.
about their path, their walk.
Totally, and they need to be, as long as they feel good, their mind feels good. They feel good here. That their choices are what.
It's a key component.
Yeah.
It's having it in your mind.
Totally, and it's like if I feel like if we talk about being vibrations, and it's like if I can contribute to the positive vibration that's contributing to Stacy's mindset, and
I think you have.
feeling that from afar. It's like. And it's just like that's my girl. I would do anything for her. So it's I will gladly walk around like this, and
Rub your head.
I'll get used to it.
Yeah.
Any money that I save on shampoo or anything, I'm giving to you, Stacy. Okay, it'll
right.
go in my Stacy fund.
Yeah.
So we're not doing a chalkboard segment today, but I wanted to just kind of talk about this just a little bit because I got to get a little bit of a segment. So we'll talk about this a little bit more, but the comfort zone is right here where you're at, and the comfort zone's okay. We all need the comfort zone, right?
Yeah, because the stress is
Yeah.
low key here.
You
I mean, I
always
can
come
deal
back
with
to
this.
Right.
Yeah.
Chill when all this gets too much.
You just don't want to get complacent and stay there.
Exactly. Exactly. So here's
That's
the
where you
stretch
don't grow.
zone. So that's when you're able to do a little bit more, and it's kind of like with like the pressure at work to perform or the pressure to make good grades. That's your kind of stretch zone. So and right outside of that is your growth zone. So I would say you are in your stretch growth zone today, shaving your head. And then, oh, here's the danger zone. This is so much stress that it starts to shut you down. So I think just being aware, because this is where the magic happens in the growth zone. Too much stretching.
It's like finding that happy medium of that's okay, cool.
But how many people do we know, and I have some of them in my life, and I had jaunts of it in my life, living for that dangerous moment where you kind of get addicted to that high. I mean, I've jumped out of airplanes, I've flown helicopters.
Yeah, how many people do we know within our social realm? Well, it's like, I'm like, I'm cool with that, you know. It's no jumping out of planes, not yet for me anyway.
It was scary. I mean, it's a man's world out there at the hangar.
This is a man's world.
Well, I mean, there are some chicks, but typically, you're among men, and
but it wouldn't be
it can
nothing
be
without a woman.
You
it's
can't
like your comfort zone all the time.
Being on television for sure.
Here we are.
That was a big.
Whatever.
She's
comfortable.
Well, I mean, it was a big step for me.
Oh,
but,
totally.
But
now you're
I think once you
pro.
do it though, and you feel like it's just, gosh, that's not as scary because we build it up in our minds like it's going to just be.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's it. Like, it's understanding that, because the things that we fear, it's all here. It's self-created, and like those things.
And what you fear, you create.
Yeah, it's like it's all about facing those. Like whatever you fear. Like people are like, oh, I'm the dream chaser. I'm a fear chaser, and not on a level of like, let me go jump out of a plane. Teach their own.
Well, but I was flying them, and I figured if I screwed up, I would need to know how to exit.
Absolutely.
So it actually made sense.
That's totally. It's awesome. However, it makes sense even if you just wanted to go do it, adrenaline, whatever, for whatever reason. But it's like you have to. You have to face those things that you're creating the fear in, because when you actually are there and you face them, I mean, you completely take away their power over you. And it's like the more you do that, the more you alleviate that sense of fear that you're living in. Yes. And it's crazy when we live in fear, our whole lives, and we don't even know. And it's like you don't really recognize those things until you get out of your comfort zone and actually like face the things that you're afraid of or whatever. And then you suddenly recognize like, oh man, like things are a lot easier than I realized that they are. Like the life or the world isn't as scary, or like and it's you continue to grow on that level. We
work with clients every day and patients every day who, they're set in their ways, and we have to baby walk them through some exposure therapy so they can address those fears in such a way, and you kind of hold their hands for some time, but we have to let go. And I see the light in their eyes and the little sparkle that you see when they make that, they let go of that kind of fear and they move into a new space. That's exhilarating for me.
I walked in today and I just felt you with the
it was happening today.
And it was happening today, and I could just feel that energy of their excitement, and they've moved out of that fear and
it's like recognizing, and like they get to recognize like what they're capable of, because we'll when we're in this comfort zone, we stay there and we are afraid to get out of it. We'll justify it. We'll make excuses on it. It's like, oh well, no, this. Yeah. It's like,
you kind of shift back to the comfort zone.
You do totally, and you don't want to feel like you're missing anything or whatever. So you're like, you'll just make excuses. And so like to be able to show somebody like, hey, like actually you're capable of a lot more than you realize, and then they do that, and they're like, whoa, like that's super empowering. And
to see that shift, in where they're hungry for the next thing. That's cool too.
That's a good adrenaline right there.
It is. It is a good adrenaline.
I love fake it till you make it too. Like when I used to like do something new for the first time, like deliver a baby or go to the code. I just kind of went into it.
She had no experience. She just went in. She's like, I'm not even a doctor.
With this energy of like,
that's how I flew the planes too. So
she's on teach on, right?
Move over. I got this.
I mean, you almost have to like fake some.
You do.
Confidence sometimes until
you do. Yeah, you do. And knowledge is power in that regard. So. I did the ground school, and there's the simulators. Yeah, there's a lot of things you can do, but
that's an important thing.
It's funny. I was trying to think of. I was like, I can't think of a situation where I fake it till I make it. However, whenever you're doing stuff on TV, like whenever I moved to Dallas, whatever, and I was an in-arena host. So I'm like walking in.
You were what?
An in-arena host for
sports.
Yeah. So like I was the person who walked in. In the middle of the field, because this is for arena football. It was at the AAC. And so I would walk out there and I would, be this entire crowd, talking to them, and I'm like, hey, how's it going? I'm like, yeah, everybody, we're doing a huff time, blah, blah, blah. Like, now if I did it, I'd be like, what's up? Yeah. But it's like, man, like, you walk out, and I walked out there, I was scared out of my mind. Like, you know, I already knew, like, fear of judgment, like, all these things, but I walked out there like I knew what I was doing, even though I didn't.
I have this little thing when I'm performing that activates. It's, you know, I used in sports and cheerleading and growing up and different things. That activates when I'm in front of a crowd. You know, my humor almost comes like I get into this perform where I want to perform mode. And I always did play better at home. Home games were always better. You know, some people get more nervous whenever, but not a lot of people, like, they'd rather play in front of people that they don't know than in front of people that they do.
Wait, where did I just hear this? Yesterday or something, talking about if you can, it's like, oh, how do we create world peace or whatever. It's like, oh, you know, go home and you know, basically face that war, because that's everyone's like biggest war, whatever. It's like, and then you look back and you think about it, it's like, oh yeah, definitely the place I probably felt the most judged or scared out of my mind was at home. Or, you know what I mean? Like,
sure.
It's just, and I think that's very natural thing.
Things out on the people you love.
It's
the safest.
Because they're not going anywhere, right? Because they'll always be family.
Yeah, we can't pick them.
It's like treat your friends like your family and your family like your friends. You're like, there's a big difference.
Yeah, I don't know
which one? Yeah.
I love my family, but they're hardcore. I mean, they're intense. Like, they're going to hold you accountable for whatever. Yeah, we're running out of time, aren't we, Dr. Tammy?
We are. So we have a little surprise. So you're going to want to stay tuned, because we're going to totally get out of our comfort zone for our closing segment. We'll be right back.
Of my life is still trying to get up that great big hill of hope for a destination. Realized quickly when I knew I shouldn't, that the world was made up of this brotherhood of men, or whatever that means. And so I cry sometimes when I'm lying in bed to get on what's in my head, and I'm feeling a little peculiar. And so I wake in the morning and I step outside and I take a deep breath. It's all part of the process.
And so I wake in the morning.
And so I wake in the morning and I step outside and I take a deep breath and I get real high and I scream from the top of my lungs, what's going on? And I said, hey, yeah, yeah, hey, yeah, yeah. I said, hey, what's going on? Ooh,
Keep going.
and I try. Oh my God, do I try? I try all the time in this institution, and I pray. Oh my God, do I pray? I pray every single day for evolution. And so in the morning I step out of bed to get out what's in my head, and I'm feeling a little peculiar. And I wake in the morning and I step outside and I take a deep breath and I get real high and I scream from the top of my lungs, what's going on? And I said, hey, yeah, yeah, hey, yeah, yeah. I said, hey, what's going on? And I said, hey, yeah, yeah, hey, yeah, yeah, yeah. I said, hey,
a destination.
Yeah! Love ya.
I'd rather fly planes.
Let's go jump. Awesome.
We'll see y'all back next week on the Naked Doctor Show.
Yes, we will.
And check us out on our Facebook page, The Naked Doctor, our YouTube channel, and healingartscenters.com. Come see us if you want to get outside your comfort zone. And
if you'd like to book
change
us
your
for
life.
a gig,
Yeah.
holler at us. You can call this number or, Facebook, send us a private message.
Yes.
Hey, and we're going to be having some dinner talks coming up too. We've got one in July. I want you to stay close for. We'll let you know about it.
Mm-hmm. And thanks for shaving your head for a good cause today. So you can donate to, say it one more time, I keep forgetting the website.
youcaring.com /help Stacy smash cancer. And you spell Stacy with STACY. youcaring.com /help Stacy smash cancer.
Oh, and you have as an option, if you don't want to donate, you can shave your head.
Yeah, we're doing a thing. If you give 10 or give in. So either you can give $10 or whatever, or you can give in and shave your head. Either one, whatever you want to do.
I'm giving 10.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Allie's giving in.
I've got I got enough hair for 3 people, so I think I've got to give 30.
You can make
right?
at least 8 wigs with that hair. All right, thank you all for watching.
We love you. We'll see you here next week. Bye-bye.